So this is take two. Take one wasn't terrible, but I definitely said some things wrong. And rather than just kind of text over the things I said wrong, I decided to do a second take. And honestly, this is piggybacking the other videos I've done this month because I'm still working on these riffs for the song, and I've been having the acoustic a lot on here. As far as, you know, I've always wanted to feature more acoustic guitar. I've always just, I figured if you can write something acoustically that sounds cool, you can easily translate it over to the electric guitar, and it should still sound cool, written correctly or done correctly. So that's what's going to happen here. We're going to go over some of the riffs, and I'm still looking for a good link to transition everything, because there are some changes. For instance, G minor is kind of where we're at, and we kind of also work into D Phrygian. Now that's just a modal change within either B flat major or G minor. Where the modal changes come in is I add this A flat G sharp and then the E to do that part, because then I get to this chromatic where you're just kind of walking down basically from A, but you're adding the if I stick with G, I might change that up. And even kind of one thing I was doing in the original take was kind of just doing the back and forth between the still keeping the walk, but taking a little vacation on this F sharp, which I'm just kind of now thinking, well, F sharp isn't in the key of G minor or D Phrygian either. So definitely once you go chromatic, you're going to start adding a lot of notes that aren't part of your original scale. And I kind of spoke in the other video too about how I feel like if the bass kind of plays that chromatic line up here, it'll definitely add a different dimension. And when you bring other instruments in, it kind of, either, you have to think a little bit different on how they're all blending together, and it does kind of add, or sometimes you just think this doesn't work, and make some changes, but or pull the other instrument back. That's a key in playing together, is know when to pull back and blend things. That's when the other stuff. We're not there yet. We're still trying to, because I think the point in a lot of this was I want to write a guitar part. I want to practice it, get it down, get the timing, get it all figured out, take it to the recording, and then just blend the bass and the drums into that, rather than kind of get an idea, come up with the bass and the drums, get the timing, and then the guitar kind of fits in there. And that kind of changes the way that I've written songs, and I think I've wrote things in odd time signatures sometimes, but I'm writing in 3/4 or 4/4, the very common ones, just because it keeps time. a lot easier that way, especially when you're doing it by yourself and you're just trying to make everything blend in a nice harmony and make things sound as good as possible when it's just you. Let's shut up and let's play some guitar and kind of go over these riffs a little bit. I hate the way I say riffs still, but we're still in kind of a G major, or I keep wanting to say G major, but it's G minor, and the E Phrygian. Tangent there, just trying to figure things out. I actually played a little bit longer than I wanted to, and obviously I was kind of flowing through the riffs. I don't think that's exactly, well, obviously I know it's not exactly how it's all gonna wind up. I said in the other video, this part kind of reminds me of in Death Mountain in Zelda 1 when you enter Ganon for the first time. You hear the I always liked the, this kind of reminded me of the Days of the New. I think I said it before. And that kind of brings us back to the chromatic. It was kind of a blend of G major and G minor there. So I can't actually say G major that time. But I don't think I'll do something like that. Just trying to get some chords that aren't, you're so used to playing these open chords that kind of getting over them, especially, see if I can play it, mess it up, Disconnected Soul. Used to be our discounted soul, whatever. Get the name, I'll rename the song. However I want to name it, it's mine. I'm out of practice with it. Maybe I should slow it down a little bit. It's not an open A. It's this B. But anyway, that's been done. I wrote that forever ago, but I still used it. I'm still keeping it, and I'm gonna relearn it and change this neck so I can do this stuff a little bit easier. No, so I'll practice that song and get that back down. You know, when I wrote that originally, I must have been, I was always practicing my pinky. It used to be so much easier for me to play it. I could do that without thinking at all. Plus, it wasn't on this guitar. That guitar back there, it'll be a lot easier. So I think it's time for a new acoustic. That sofa's about to be trash. I've already talked about that. I've already cleaned up the area over there a little bit. It's about to be even more cleaned up. Now that Christmas is over, I'm gonna just take $10,000 and order all this stuff. So this video went unedited. I am just gonna put it up like this. I definitely will. I'm gonna start doing more videos. Definitely some more edits. I want to start kind of, and I think what will help. It's working on some drum parts, working with the electric again, kind of staying in this vein. So maybe I'll do another video with the electric guitar, kind of hitting these same riffs, seeing how we're going to blend and marry everything, and hopefully have this come together. I think the more I just kind of play things straight through, another part will come out. Listen back to these. This is, obviously going longer, but I don't mind that. Woo. Show the guitar. I definitely want to still shave this down. Just gotta get the nerve to pop these out, keep these strung. Bet if I capo this and pull these out, I can shave down I just haven't. That's gonna take some time. Alright. Let's end this here. We're almost at 14 minutes. I doubt anyone's going to make it through all this time. But if you do, again, congratulations.